think he wasn't going to cheat on her?
Who cares?
But
my thing
that
is,
matters.
It doesn't matter because
the delusion that maybe because you are Meg the Stallion, that you're going to get a different version of a man than what he has shown up to be for every other woman, I think has a bit of delusional ring to it.
maybe she didn't think he was gonna cheat on her. Nigga's 36.
Yeah.
Nigga, you're not done yet. Sit down. How many do you need?
This is what young think. You think at 36 it should be done?
We're minimizing the fact that he clearly is a liar.
And so here's the problem.
That part too.
Here's the problem.
Like-
the girl who cried wolf also is to the world, but she is also a liar.
What do we do?
Okay, so what do we do if he's a liar?
Because
They're both
there's-
liars.
No.
They're picking a type.
There is a type.
And a pattern happens when you keep picking the type. You're going to keep running to that door.
What's up, YouTube? JayBReacts back here with another video. This is the continuation of the WAP wars. We are still in an all-out WAP war. But today we got Mandy B with the Selective Ignorance Podcast. And I'm just going to say this first and foremost. I never would have thought in a million years that I would actually be agreeing with Mandy B. I think she gave a fair and honest breakdown for the Megan Thee Stallion Klay Thompson breakup. And for all I can say is let her cook, but I'm gonna let y'all be the judge of that. So make sure y'all like the video, hype the video, comment below. And without further ado, let's dive into the content.
We have Grammy Award winning Broadway
Come
star.
on. Yeah.
Even though she quit early. Meg Thee Stallion.
Wow, really?
Hold on. Because I love Meg.
You do?
I want to start there. Let me start
We
there.
gonna find out.
Okay.
She love Meg, but
Here we
she
go.
love Meg, but she listen to Tory.
Here
That's
we
a
go.
bar.
Oh, I don't like Tory. Here we go. Meg Thee Stallion took to her Instagram to write this. Cheating, had me around your whole family playing house, got quote unquote cold feet, holding you down through all your horrible mood swings and treatment towards me during your basketball season. Now you don't know if you could be monogamous? I need a real break after this one. Bye, y'all. All right.
Why she didn't text him that?
Facts.
Now,
He text us.
initial thoughts.
True.
This hit the internet streets, and literally for the
Yo,
last
listen, hold
week-
on, man. I want to preface this. That hit the streets while we was in festival mode.
We could.
Yeah.
When I
We
told you
was-
the streets was rumor, I said,
Literally,
damn, I can't even.
like,
I
oh,
can't
Where's the
even.
microphone?
Yo, Jamila was the one. We was backstage doing some shit, and she said, "Oh my gosh!" And then she showed me her phone, and it was breaking news.
Breaking
so
news.
I was drunk. That was the day we did Juve. I was lit. So luckily it took me a couple days,
To process.
but then not really because everybody.
Yeah.
Yeah.
everywhere.
So you had this. This was damn near on ESPN.
Yeah.
Breaking news.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah, it probably was. No shit.
It was mass hysteria.
Yes.
Yep.
And then
hysteria
what
is
else did it
crazy.
do? It brought the red pill dialogue back to the forefront.
Oh,
so
of
it
course.
brought back
Oh my God, the red pill is taking over again.
misogyny, femicide, manosphere.
The black manosphere
everything.
was awoke.
And so let's get into it.
We didn't hear misandry because there was a lot of women that came out and said that they hate guys even more after this.
The conversation around Meg Thee Stallion and Klay Thompson's breakup. What were everyone's initial thoughts? And where do you stand on everything that took place?
The first thing I thought was, you yellow bastard. How dare you do that to my princess?
Why
Now, the
being yellow?
thing is, I am one of the people that I say, I don't think cheating is the worst possible thing that can happen in a relationship,
Uh-oh.
comma.
Okay.
It's a situation nonetheless, though.
But
you
it's
know what I'm
definitely
saying?
not
Like,
the worst thing.
it's not the worst thing. I think getting beat the up
It's
is
probably-
pretty,
yeah,
it's
yeah,
probably
yeah,
worse
yeah,
than
yeah,
getting
yeah.
cheated on. Yeah,
Drugs, assaulted, all type of things.
It could get
before,
worse,
like-
ladies
Oh,
and
let's make a
gentlemen.
hierarchy of abuse here.
This is still all under the umbrella of allegedly on Klay's behalf.
But yes, because
No,
cheating
what?
is still abusive.
Yeah,
Essentially.
not as
But
abusive as getting punched in your face.
Facts.
You know what I mean?
Because you can walk
facts.
away from a cheat.
Yeah,
like, all
and
right,
it's
you know
like,
what, time's up.
you know, I don't think that that's like necessarily a full moral compass type of thing. Like, people make mistakes, cool. However, comma, I don't like that people also minimize it. You know what I mean? Like, she can still be very much hurt and affected by being cheated on a person
on.
that she clearly thought was going to be, you know, her end all be all.
person.
Like, that hurts and that stings.
Nobody told Meg to put her breakup business online. She chose to do that. She chose to try and shame Klay Thompson for allegedly cheating on her. So if people are criticizing her, it is warranted.
And I think that
Did she think he wasn't going to cheat on her? Even
Who
though,
cares?
Even though, that's
but my thing
that
is,
matters.
It doesn't matter because if you're hurt, you're hurt.
And if you with somebody,
you can be hurt, however.
And also,
Mandy,
you know what?
Hold on.
And also, yeah, maybe she didn't think he was going to cheat on her. Nigga's 36.
Yeah.
Nigga, you're not done yet. Sit down. How many niggas do you need?
What
this is what young
mean?
think. You think at 36 a nigga should be done? He's still in the league.
Niggas don't be done at 55.
Niggas are never
Hey,
done.
hey,
Niggas are never
you
done.
know who else is still in the league?
I'm glad Mandy called her out on that. That's a childish mindset to say at 36, you're done all of a sudden. You don't want women anymore. Women, you should want your man to still have that drive as a 36-year-old man because guess what? That drive is going to determine how much he can be piping you down.
LeBron James.
You said what?
LeBron is still in the league.
Okay.
Don't do this.
We're not going to start that.
We're not going to do that.
We are not going to do that.
There's far more other people.
Because you think that he's only just chilling with Savannah?
He's a wholesome.
I don't know what he's doing.
Okay.
But I know.
It's because Savannah don't put it to the internet.
But
allegedly.
He's married, right? So what?
Let's not throw LeBron into any of that talk.
What we don't know.
And Klay not. So what would you bring up LeBron
But
for?
my point is this idea that because you're in the league, because you quote unquote get, because you're that nigga or whatever, it's impossible for you to be with one woman. I think that that's a cop-out that we give to men. Because on the reverse side, when women have this, proclivity, for example, Tracee Ellis Ross, when she talked about how, like, I'm happy right now. I go on dates, I do the things I don't have. They call her all type of dumb slut, right? And she's a single
That's just
woman.
misogyny.
Right.
That's my point.
Right.
So my point is,
No, it's not that. It's the message that they convey to other women to say that you should be doing this when you're not Tracee Ellis Ross. You are an average, normal girl who's going to live a completely different existence. You ain't got the paper she got. That's the only thing people came at her about.
is if we're gonna talk about like, oh damn, it's crazy that their relationship ended. It should just be that. But then it changes to, well, what did this dumbass bitch expect? He's that nigga. Of course he has.
So, okay.
Okay. God forbid it be sad though.
She can
That's
be
all I'm
sad.
saying.
She can be sad.
I don't like the way you said it.
She's allowed to have feelings and be sad. However,
Let's give it.
That face.
however,
Come on.
I want to get into first off, the cheating that she started with, and then he said that he can't be monogamous. Let's get into that first. There's a lot of women who get with men who have track records of being a certain type of man. And unfortunately, the delusion of women leads them to believe that they're going to be treated differently. Example.
Okay.
Summer Walker and her baby daddy.
Okay.
What's his name?
I'm not
Which one, the
familiar with
first
that
one or-
situation
No,
Southside?
at all.
No. Not Southside, not her baby daddy.
Oh.
Mike
the producer.
Will made it? Is it Mike Will made it? No, she
No.
was the other one.
Polo.
I don't remember.
Polo.
I don't know.
I would say,
Ew.
damn.
I thought she was with Mike Will made it.
I thought it was
I don't
Southside.
know.
She got.
thought where y'all
it's
from?
not
Remember.
Southside. Southside is Carisha's baby daddy.
Jesus Christ.
London on
oh,
the track.
London. Oh, that's what I had to be somewhere.
Sorry, y'all.
Right.
Sorry, y'all.
London on the
Even
track.
in this-
That's
even in
so-
that- there's a pattern.
Let
My bad,
me
Mike Will.
use this. Let me use this through line because then we also have Summer Walker who did have something to say. So my through line with this is when Summer Walker got with London on the track,
Yeah.
his previous baby moms were public in saying how terrible of a baby daddy he was.
Okay.
She got pregnant by this man thinking she was going to get a different version of him as a baby daddy. Now, bring it back to Klay Thompson.
Accountability?
Klay Thompson has multiple women. Yes, a white woman that apparently no one cares about, but that's really big on the internet. Some influencer, Coco Jones, and there's another black
Laura
girl.
Harrier.
Laura Harrier. There are previous relationships, long-standing relationships that Klay Thompson has been in where these women all came out and said he was a cheater, allegedly. And so for me, the fact that even her words is that exactly, this makes me feel like he didn't get caught once. There was a conversation because she said, now you don't know if you can be quote unquote monogamous. This man has proven and shown that he wasn't monogamous in any of his previous relationships. And so the delusion that maybe because you are Meg Thee Stallion, that you're going to get a different version of a man than what he has shown up to be for every other woman, I think has a bit of delusional ring to it.
I'm not mad at that take because it definitely puts the accountability back on Megan Thee Stallion as for who she is choosing to get inside the WAP. If she's choosing someone who's had a precarious past and him not being able to be stable in relationships, man, what you think gonna happen with you? And see, this is where she might not look at herself and see who she is. You think you gonna turn him and make him be monogamous to you when you have a precarious past and track record yourself?
Secondly, yes, he is an NBA champion. Yes, he does have money. Yes, he does have these things.
Yes.
I think that you being brought around family, you quote unquote playing house in whatever case of the matter, what does all that mean?
That means that.
What does all that mean? He liked you. He liked you.
He liked you.
Yeah, but there's
He liked you.
Yeah, but there's levels of like and how you
Here we
carry
go
the
with levels of
situation.
like.
Yeah, because you don't.
We're minimizing the fact that he clearly is a liar.
And so here's the problem.
We don't know all the details though.
Here's the problem.
Like,
and guess what? The girl who cried wolf also is to the world, which is the problem. Yes, he's a liar, but she is also a liar. Did she lie in this relationship? Who knows? But the problem with the lack of empathy when it comes to her as a woman is that she's also a proven liar.
Oh, brother.
She lied.
Okay.
She lied. Oh, hold on.
She lied about having sex with Tory Lanez. Okay.
Yes.
What she want to do?
Yeah.
Hold on, you did that publicly though, on a large platform. That's scary. You at least think that you're gonna go on a public platform and be honest. You ain't gotta even say nothing behind the scenes or on a small post. But we talking about in the public eye of millions of viewers, you lie and then had to retract that. Ma'am, you're a known liar at that point.
So what?
What do we do?
Okay, so what do we do if he's a liar?
Because
They're
there's
both liars.
No,
But
here's the
there's-
thing. There's a difference between lying to Gayle King, who's in retrospect to the conversation is nobody, about who you had sex with, versus lying in your interpersonal relationships.
Yeah,
those two
that's
things
like
are
remotely
absolutely
close.
different.
The lying to Gayle King,
That's crazy.
minimizing that conversation as if it wasn't a federal case in the state of California.
Did she lie
Hold
to
on,
Gayle King,
hold
or
on.
did she lie to the judge when she was on the stand? No, she did not.
No, she acted like that they did not have a personal
when
relationship.
When she got on the stand, when it matters, she did not lie. That would be perjury. She did not lie on the stand. She admitted to all the things.
So she lied to everyone else.
But so what?
Oh, so now so what? Who gives a that Clay lied?
But wait
My
a minute.
point
Wait. Because one is betrayal, one is your own pussy. If you want to tell, if you don't want to tell somebody who you had your pussy, that's your business.
Well,
lying and betraying
When
your
someone-
relationship with somebody
and
is not
mind
the
you,
same
again,
thing.
I don't like Tory.
This nigga dead wrong for that. Same way how he dead wrong for that outfit.
But when someone's life is on the line and going to jail, when they're trying to figure out who shot the gun, why the reason that there was a shooting, you know, the same way someone gets killed, there needs to be motive. So the fact that she was fucking on her best friend's nigga started like that was a whole part of the case.
But
as
also,
to who was dealing with
another
who
important
and
part of
what
that
motive there
case
was.
that people forget to, talk about. She did not press charges against Tory.
Of course, the state did. Yes.
So my
I'm aware.
point is, if she was thrown into this case just as much as he was thrown into this case,
Yes.
did she feel like telling the world that she Tory Lanez? No, I wouldn't want to admit that shit either.
That's very.
But you were in a relationship. Ma'am, stop it and act. Who are you trying to shame Tory Lanez? Who are you? Who are you trying to say? I wouldn't want to say I dated Tory Lanez either. Ma'am, Tory wouldn't be looking at you. That's just real.
Very
God
easy to
damn.
see why
Like,
you would not. Why you would not
being
say that.
subpoenaed. I am being forced to talk about this. This is not the thing that I ever even wanted to come out about. That has been shown to happen, right? So that's part. But fuck the Tory Lanez.
What is Einstein's definition of insanity? Doing the same thing over and over, expecting
even
a different
that-
result.
but
Hear
even
me out.
that
Hear me
doesn't
out.
apply.
Hear me out. It does because
That's God trying to
is
tell you.
insanity.
Yeah,
Lights out, niggas.
Repetition.
That was
if you were
She's about to make a great point right here when she's talking about the repetition of making the same decisions and choices over and over again. They might all be insane.
priestess from Ghana, like blah 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 blah.
If you are someone who has been critiqued and ridiculed time and time again, we've seen the disgusting memes
Sure.
about her past and previous relationships and some that may or may not have even taken place. If you've been this ridiculed about your decisions in your personal life, the desire that she had, and maybe there's a humiliation ritual here, I don't fucking know, for her to post Clay and post her personal relations, the amount of times that she did, even after the Tory case, And then people had thoughts about her with the soccer player. Then with the other NBA Tory that she was dating.
Yeah.
To me,
Damn.
there's a level of, bro, even this, bringing this to the internet. You see the ridicule that you've gotten for the last 3 to 4 or 5 years, and you don't want people in your personal business, then why do this?
I don't think it's about not
It's
wanting
true.
people in her personal business. I think that
How can she argue this?
the ridicule that she has gotten has been unjustly.
Unjust, I agree.
People go out of their way to be absolutely vile and evil towards her. And I don't think that because of that, she now has to change the way she lives her life. I think that she's simply just trying to live her life. And I think that her posting now granted, me personally, am I posting every nigga? No. Because I understand the humiliation that comes with dealing with a nigga.
Yo, goofy ass, why you champion for something that you don't even want to do? Why are you champion for something that you do not want to do? She put her stuff in the forefront for people to judge it and be honest. And I'm be honest, a lot of the claims that people have made, I don't see anything wrong with it. Think about how Megan has presented herself to the light in the public, what she became famous for. We can't say that might throw you in a precarious situation. That might not be the end-all, be-all for a great future with someone. Let's just be honest about that.
But, bro,
that's a personal decision for me, right?
Shut up.
And so I don't think that because she decided to live her life out loud and show the world who she's dating, that now she has to be at fault for how it ends. Because just the same way that she was posting him, he was posting her. He was also, showing the world,
he was participating in all the content.
Because he liked her. Okay.
That's my point. So it's like, why is it all falling on her that the relationship ended?
Falling on her.
But that's what I'm saying. People are blaming her for all the things. Like, what else does she expect? She's a lying ass. Mind you, let's say she lied in all of her other relationships or whatever. If you want to, sure.
Allegedly.
What does that have to do with this current relationship? If we're going to play the whole, well, men should not be held accountable or not held accountable, but men should not have to answer for the things that they've done in their past. Why don't you give guys a clean slate, right? That's what boys talk about all the time. Like, okay, I did that in my past. Like, I'm a new nigga now.
Well,
okay,
right.
well, she's a new bitch now.
No,
And
she's
plus,
not.
if-
And you don't have to choose somebody based upon that being new. You can still have discernment, and if you've seen certain traits or whatnot, you can avoid that if you want to. As a human being, you have that right.
If the thought is gonna be these niggas ain't shit, these niggas gonna cheat, then we're talking about all of these niggas. So
We gotta stop
your
giving these
boyfriend,
niggas
your boyfriend,
excuses.
your boyfriend, your boyfriend. All the niggas are cheaters. So the fact that she likes this man and he's cheated on women before, that doesn't really, you're not going to be able to say, I'm not going to have a boyfriend because these niggas have cheated before.
So then
that's not a real thing.
Because it's not just NBA niggas that act like this.
Yeah,
It's
Let me read the Summer Walker thing, because yes, along with what you said, she said, stop telling women to pick better men. So let's get into this topic. Summer Walker posted, stop telling women to pick better men when men are out here pretending to be someone they are not for months and even years at a time just to gain access to women who are out of their league. Then once they have access, turn around and reveal they ain't behind that fake, mature, masculine facade, just a little boy operating in ashy foolishness who had zero intention of actually being who he told you he was. It was just a childish, manipulative conquest based on ego and low-key.
And
that sounds like her personal experience. She just projecting out in the world.
I mean, sure, but I agree though.
But there's a vetting thing, right?
Yep.
It's two things though. It's both can be true though.
You need your family in play. You need good friends around you, people that actually can see red flag signs. You definitely need family, because family is going to be able to see, even Clay family. I would hope that they would have determined in their minds to say that, son, you don't need to wipe up nothing like that. Look at what she's known for. You would think that a good family is there for that. And vice versa on the woman's side. Now, if you out here just dating and you don't have certain factors of elimination to help you decide what's best for you, that's going to fall back on you. And that's going to be your problem at that point.
Both can be true, but also there's a super pattern here. These particular women who put their business on display, they're picking a type.
There is a type.
And a pattern happens when you keep picking the type. You're going to keep running to that door.
Yep.
But the thing is, keep it private. Because there's regular people getting cheated on every day. They got to go through it, whatever. They're not publicly saying whatever and inviting us to the group chat.
But that's the thing too, right?
That's
like
real.
In terms of women dating a certain type of man, women dating a man with a track record, a public one. I have friends who, even if, and it's funny, so real quick, let me bring up imperfect women. Imperfect Women is a show on Apple Plus. Phenomenal. Just finished. Y'all watch it now. There's a scene where not only does a woman cheat on or is the side chick to the man that she's now married to, she knew the wife.
Oh.
She knew the wife. The wife got her ass beat trying to leave. And she goes and talks to the ex-wife, and the ex-wife literally looks at her in her face and is like, even if I told you he abused me or whooped me or almost killed me, you wouldn't have believed me.
Hey, these shows be putting a lot of stories into these women's head, thinking that a lot of these situations are real and legit. I'm not saying that someone can't play a character and be different with their side chick opposed to being with their wife. That is a true thing, but some of these shows is extreme.
I have friends right now who got with abusive niggas and then were surprised. Mind you, exes warning them about the abuse and then got surprised when they was getting their ass beat. So for me as women, I get that men change, quote unquote, some of them do, but also there's a lot of glaring red flags that women choose to ignore oftentimes when they pick people. So if we have these thoughts on rich, powerful men with a lot of options being cheaters, you getting with one and assuming he's gonna be monogamous, also while 3 of his exes out of many have already called him a cheater, when do we take accountability for the type of niggas that we also do pick? And the picking better, tricky. Because yes, people do show up with masks on their face. But there's a lot of times that we choose men that have certain track records. That's why all these niggas who on kids, kill niggas, all got right in them while they're in jail.
Oh, okay.
Women still want that shit. And
Jeffrey Dahmer, he still had fans of women wanting to be with him. I'm curious, does Bikini Bottom Head has a good response towards that?
Yes.
There's a lot of truth to that, for sure. And I don't want to like discount any of that. And that's why I say the two things are like both playing. Because on one end, yes, we do have to have a level of discernment with who we are talking to. And especially when people have track records of abuse. Yeah, absolutely. Because there are those type of
cheating,
women.
no?
Yeah. But I do think the two things are a little bit different. Because I do think that cheating differently than people who are abusive, I do think that sometimes that is an age thing. I do think a lot of times people do kind of grow out of it or just kind of get over it. I do think that can be true.
You believe people outgrow cheating?
I think some people can. I do think that. Just based off of what I see. Because I think sometimes it comes with a level of immaturity. Because I think cheating is, I think it's just...
it's a choice.
And I've never personally cheated on anybody. So I can only... I'm just, you know what I'm saying, just talking. I'm a good woman.
Exactly, just
I'm the best woman. I don't have these flaws, and so I'm just, this is just me looking in. It seems like impulse control,
lust
a level of immaturity, a lack of respect,
sexual discipline.
Yeah, it's those things. I don't think that most of the time, not even most, I do think a lot of times, I don't think people are trying to hurt their partner when they cheat. Right. I think that they are just being selfish and thinking about themselves.
Yeah,
right?
Yes.
Versus you punching you meant to punch her.
That's true.
Yeah, there's no, you know what I'm saying? There's no way around it. So I do think that yes, we need to have discernment and we need to be like, okay, well, we now we know the nigga track record, sister. You know what I'm saying? We know this and this. But at the same time, at one point, society-wise, because we can have that conversation, and we keep having that conversation, the same way we keep having a conversation about single mothers and things like that, at what point are we going to shift the conversation to be like, you niggas need to be better?
You are being disingenuous because you double talking also. Ma'am, you can't have your cake and eat it too. You talking about picking a certain type of guy who has a certain type of track record and expecting a different result. You're insane as well. Really listen to what you actually saying right now. You telling people to have discernment and you trying to be like a good, honest person when it comes down to giving advice, while at the same time relinquishing your right to make a good decision. And that's kind of scary that you even can do this type of double talk right here on a public platform.
Because if that conversation is old, we keep having the conversation of the quote unquote accountability that women need to have. We can get it. We need to have accountability. We need to have discernment. At what point are we going to say these niggas just need to be better? Because if you're not monogamous, that's different than being a cheater. Aren't you non-monogamous? Mm-hmm. You told them niggas that before, right? Mm-hmm. Did you cheat on them?
I can't cheat.
That's my point. It's not the same. These niggas.
I mean, I guess I could cheat. There's another way to cheat.
But these niggas.
Yeah, you still can cheat just because you can F multiple people. You could possibly be effing somebody that's not in the, the cards for your situation.
just discovered the word non-monogamous to justify their cheating.
Well, and also let's be clear.
These niggas
Let me order you some flowers, yo. That's what I want to ask. Is non-monogamy the antidote for not being labeled a cheater?
No, but here's the thing. In this situation,
not saying you a cheater. I don't think you have.
It's not the antidote.
No, I'm just asking.
So I think that monogamy is literally a made-up construct brought here by white Christians.
Now listen,
to keep a certain people level of bait. Even if you look in the Bible, mad niggas had multiple wives, multiple people. Like they was
Solomon had
there
many
was sodomy.
wives.
Niggas was having anal sex with men in the Bible. Okay, goddamn it. So to me,
but hold on, but that wasn't deemed righteous. That was just.
But regardless, it's a thing since, and I'm not going to get into the religion here.
But society changes, and some people have adapted.
Does change, and so to me, I feel like the reality of it is we are trying to hold ourselves to an outdated construct of how we operate as people. And so non-monogamy should be the honest way to approach being in a relationship with someone and being able to have the dialogue that, hey, I love you. I care about you. I want you. I may also sexually want someone else.
For sure. I'm going to leave it right there because I can piggyback off of what she just said right there. Yeah, Klay Thompson should have just been honest with Megan Thee Stallion. Being a successful rich guy, you should definitely be honest. Now, the average guy, I understand why he would possibly lie because his level of access is going to change drastically because he might not be able to get something else again. When it comes down to Klay Thompson, Klay, you should be able to be super honest with Megan Thee Stallion and telling her that, hey, I might want other women. I might want to dibble and dabble. You won't be the only one. And I think the quicker that he can become maybe I don't know if Stephon Diggs lied, but the quicker he can become a Stephon Diggs, the quicker the 304 archetype that you might want will stay. You see Cardi right there back with Stephon taking pictures at his fundraiser wherever they were at. She was there like ain't nothing happened. And this man had multiple babies while having one with her at the same time. So the key is if we can adapt honesty. I don't agree with the fact of him being maybe dishonest in his approach on trying to, act like he wanted something and he maybe wanted to be serious. I don't know all the details, but I'm just going based off looking outside in. If he was moving like that, that's going to be problematic because it's going to be a roadblock that's like a couple miles down the road. He just ain't hit it yet. But the roadblock is going to come. And that's something that he's going to have to get through. He got to talk to police. He got to figure this out. He got to go through this and that. Now, and it could be more roadblocks. So, nigga, just be honest from the jump. If you are a super successful guy, it's no reason to string it along. Some of these chicks, especially, I'm just being honest, y'all. Megan Thee Stallion, she's attractive. But when we talking about like the amount of women that's out there that's attractive, like why do you feel like you have to be lying to her? Is it because of who she is? I think it's because of the status thing to where he equated that as above her just being another female. And understandably, the lane that she's in, she could possibly understand your routine, your lifestyle, understand all that. So y'all bonded on a different level. But within that, with great power comes great responsibility, and you gotta let her know too. Don't be afraid to lose her just because she might have been a helping hand or a shoulder to cry on or talk to. You still have to be very honest in that situation. But I'm not mad at Mandy B's take on this. I'm not gonna lie. Usually, like I said, I don't agree with her a lot of the time because she real freaky, overly freaky chick. I don't have time to listen to overly freaky chicks all the time. And don't get me wrong, when it comes down to sex, we all enjoy it, but I just don't want to hear it all the time on podcasts, freaky extra stuff, doing all this weird behavior. But in this situation, I think she held it down for us being accountable and stripping away some of that delusion that men and women can face. Because like I said, it's still two parts of the situation. I'm not just going to be on one side and not say the other side ain't wrong either. I'm not going to move like that. This is still duality-based reality we live in. So consequences have to lie on both party members. You feel me? Also, anybody who's made it this far in the video, if you are interested in any of this merch, I'm going to start making more ads about it. Duality Factory. Drop a comment saying that, hey, where can I get the merch at? That lets me know that I have people interested. So when the link does become live, I can actually send y'all the link to it or email me The email is in the description as well, but I'm gonna have a lot of different merch designs, just duality based merchandise that describes a lot of the I'm not gonna say memes, but sayings that we hear consistently, but there'll be both sides to it because this is duality based. So make sure y'all like the video, hype the video, comment below. This is your guy JayBReacts, and until next time, y'all, peace.